Street protests are engulfing Turkish cities. What started a few days ago as a peaceful environmental rally has snowballed into the largest outpouring of public anger the country has seen in years. Dozens were injured when police violently dispersed a 1,000-strong crowd from a park in Istanbul. And that heavy-handed response triggered rallies in several other cities. Now, the initial protest was prompted by government-backed plans to demolish a park in the center of Istanbul to build a shopping mall. Since then, it's grown into an Occupy-style rally against the Islamist-leaning government. In the capital, Ankara, police also used tear gas to push back protesters who were trying to reach the headquarters of the ruling Justice and Development Party. We can now go live to Istanbul to discuss the protests with Denis Er-Gurel, the General Secretary of Turkey's Media Association. Denis, how are things in Istanbul looking now? Is there any signs of the situation calming down?
Well, hello. The situation in Istanbul is getting complicated every day, actually. These projects started 2 days ago with some small-scale protests as a sit-in protest, actually. The protest was peaceful, but escalated after the police used tear gas to get people out of the construction area. So now, 2 days after, what began as a small-scale peaceful protest to clear this Gezi Park, one of the few remaining green spaces left in Taksim, has escalated in some of the biggest public disorder and violence seen in Turkey, probably seen in the latest years.
So if the protest was as peaceful as you say it was, why did the police then resort to such a heavy-handed response to what was going on?
Actually, we still don't know. We still don't know why this police violence is seen, why they are so nervous, why this whole violence has sparked. We still don't know, and I think the government itself has to make an investigation through why this has escalated at such levels, because it was a peaceful protest, and the municipality or the government or the police forces could have responded in a peaceful manner, but they didn't. And now these protests have sparked to different cities of Turkey, such as Ankara, Eskişehir, Bursa, or Adana, or several other parts of Turkey, which is, I think, is not a good thing to see either.
So let me ask you this. This protest, the peaceful protest that you speak about, it started off about protesting over the city park. And what do you think now, looking at what's going on now? What is the root of this cause, the cause of the public anger that we're seeing right now?
Well, as I have mentioned earlier, what began as a peaceful protest, as a natural protest, would say, just to save some trees, because of the excessive force of the local security, the police has sparked into something like an enragement movement against the government and against the police forces. So it became like a political movement, actually. And now there are many people from different sides of the political spectrum are involved in the protests. And mainly, there are some extremist groups as well, but there are also people who are just opposing the AK Party government are also on the streets. It's not only marginal groups, I'd say, but there are ordinary people just coming from out of their houses or their offices and just trying to show their protest against the current government. So it can be called as something like when you pressure people just to show their ideas, express their ideas, and when they find a place to show now their protest, they just use it. So it has become something much bigger than the protest of a park. It has become a political movement against the current government.
Denis Er-Gurel, the General Secretary of Turkey's Media Association, joining us live from Istanbul. Thank you very much for that update and your insight. Right, on our website, rt.com, you can find live updates on the unrest in Turkey, including footage and photos of the overnight clashes and witness accounts from all across the country.